Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Coach Killers podcast, episode 4. My name's Nick.
And my name's Stefan, and we have a great show for you guys planned today.
Yeah, a massive show ahead. So what do we have on the show today, Stefan?
We have our Coach Killer of the Week, which I'm not impressed about, by the way, Nick.
Yeah.
And we also have our Game of the Week, which is Portugal and Spain.
Yeah. And we're also going to be discussing the Australia-France match and
Yes.
the VAR teething issues,
goodness.
if you call them that.
Yeah, they are. So let's kick it off with our Coach Killer of the Week. Nick,
Yeah,
can you
all
give
right.
us a drum roll?
Here we go.
And our Coach Killer of the Week is Mr. Andreas Kuna.
Yes, the referee from the Australia-France game.
What a disgrace.
Yes, absolute shambles, I would call it.
Yeah,
Some decisions.
Mr.
Didn't give any
Shambles.
free kicks, you know. I still can't believe Umtiti didn't get sent off.
I know, Umtiti.
You can clearly see, you know, he moves his hand toward the ball.
Yeah, it was intentional.
It was intentional.
Where's the card?
As a minimum yellow, you know.
Yeah.
But I think he should have been sent off. Just
100%, I agree. And, you know, what the hell? What is wrong with these refs?
I don't know what he was thinking. Look, they went to VAR. VAR called it a penalty. So
Yeah.
first of all, he didn't even see the handball.
Yeah.
Right? VAR saw it, and then he doesn't get sent off.
Yeah.
I think that's
unbelievable.
shambles.
Yeah, no.
And then what are your thoughts on the other penalty that went
Rubbish.
against?
Not a penalty.
You don't think so?
No, the angles that
I agree.
Yeah,
But
the angles that were shown to the ref at that stage were not conclusive enough for him to make a decision. So he should not have made one. Should have kept the original decision. If not,
That's right.
it's the people upstairs. It's their fault because had they waited 5 minutes, everyone in the world saw the angle from Josh Risdon's boot. That was the angle.
Clearly shows that he
hit
touched
the
the ball.
That's
first.
right, he touched
That's
the
right.
ball. So
Doesn't matter if you followed through and took out Griezmann.
no, because you hit the ball, you touch the ball first.
Exactly.
And that's it. It's not a penalty. So
It's not a penalty.
absolute disgrace.
But who didn't they come out and say that it was a mistake?
Yes, IFAM, the
IFAM, yeah.
boss of all, basically the governing body for the VAR and all the delegates for VAR have said that they did make a mistake and that Risdon did touch the ball and it's a mistake. But I mean, how are you going to feel, Nick? Or how are we all going to feel as a country that if we don't go through by a point and a
It's
goal?
2006 all over again with the
That's
Italians
right.
stealing it away from the Aussies.
That's right, and that wasn't a penalty. That wasn't a penalty then.
Exactly right. I
So-
think it's just a recurring thing for Australia that we get screwed over by penalties, but
Yeah.
hopefully the Denmark game goes better.
Oh, we hope so.
Hopefully they play as well as they did.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they play good. Let's be honest.
Very well.
We can be very proud of our country.
Yeah.
Up against the French, who are apparently,
They were poor though as well.
Oh,
But
well, look,
we defended brilliantly. I don't know if we can do that again against Denmark because it was sensational defending, very compact.
was
you know,
very good. It
was very good.
They managed to slow the ball down.
Milligan
slow the pace
surprised
down.
me after his displays in the World
Yes,
Games.
you were all over
So-
him in the previous episode.
But
so
they did well. They did very well.
No,
we
we're
just got to
impressed.
move the ball faster. I think they
Yeah.
brought Azani on too late.
yeah, I think give him a
As
shot
well.
against Denmark, definitely. But good stuff.
Yeah, very
All
good
round.
stuff. I hope we'll look forward to the Denmark game on Thursday night.
Big time, yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Now, our game of the week,
Yeah.
Portugal-Spain. Nick,
Yeah, big
please tell
game.
us what happened.
Finished at 3-3.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Hat-trick from CR7.
Yes, Mr. Ronaldo.
What a free kick right at the end.
I know, just put the cherry on top, eh?
That shot from outside the box.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know how De Gea let that slip through his fingers, but I guess it's a shot from Ronaldo, you know?
I know.
It's not a shot
Still
from
not the world's best keeper.
Dzeko
De
or
Gea.
someone like that. It's a top tier player.
It doesn't matter, mate. De Gea's having a few blunders.
Yeah,
Statistically, at the moment, actually, if you look at his season prior, he's not the best goalkeeper in the world, statistically speaking. I'm not speaking from a fan's point of view. I'm speaking from statistics. So Oblak has 85.2% of saves made.
I don't know about these stats, but we should check them out.
I've checked them out. You're just a Man United fan. You don't want to believe it. You're living in a dream, mate. No, but look, in all honesty, Spain did good to recover after they sacked their coach a day before the World Cup.
Yeah,
So,
exactly right. That says something. They do have a very strong squad. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, me too. I think they'll be able to carry themselves.
It's another one like, the players are great. Doesn't matter who's at the helm coaching.
Yeah, that's right.
They'll get the job done.
Yes, I agree.
So what else did you take from that game?
I took more that...
Portugal is a threat, or
I don't know about that.
can they go all the way? Can Ronaldo drag him?
He's going to have to do some heavy dragging because he dragged them, against Spain. Let's be honest right now. None of the other players were really into it as much as he
You know what
was.
was really interesting? The
What?
next day, Messi played.
I know.
And
Here we go.
It was probably his worst game. I think
Yeah. Oh, my God, that
he
game.
had 10 shots.
So
he had
Argentina
10
and
shots
Iceland.
in the game.
Argentina-Iceland ends 1-1. And explain,
Yeah,
please.
He had 10 shots in the game, and I think 4 of them were on target. And he missed a penalty. One of them was a missed penalty as well.
Yeah, I mean, not missed. It was saved. Saved by the keeper. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it is missed. But
You know, the
Unbelievable.
Icelandic keeper, he was on fire as well, though.
But they played good.
They had
Iceland
so
played
many chances,
so good, yeah.
but they just looked for Messi too much. And,
Yeah, I think
and the
so as
Iceland
well.
players, they knew it. They were always surrounding him. You know, he'll be in the middle of 3 or 4 players.
At times as well, he was very selfish. Always
was.
trying to shoot, always trying to get the goal. It just wasn't his
He was
day.
just trying to lift the team, I think, but
Yeah.
they just kept looking for him too much. Whereas when Higuain came on, he was free,
Yeah.
and instead of giving the ball to him, they'd go to Messi.
Of course.
Messi would shoot from outside the box.
You know, and I guess...
Blocked, you know.
I mean, as well, when Higuain came on, he went onto that wing. Had they
Yeah.
given the ball to the wing, he could have dipped one in, and instead of going
Could have.
direct outside the box, always to Messi in the centre.
Could
So
have.
not going to eventuate.
But I think Ronaldo is a bit in front of Messi now.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
If he wins this World Cup, that's it.
Oh,
You know,
that's it.
like,
The
as we
discussion,
said,
as you said in the previous episode, that discussion's out the window. So.
I still think he's better than Messi at the moment. Anyway, like, you know, if you look
I
at his
agree.
stats,
Yeah.
maybe we can compare his stats next week
Yes, maybe we should.
and see how they go after the second and maybe.
Look,
second,
in saying
third
that, though, however, Argentina are known to always get off to a slow start, and they will be better later on in the tournament, and they will make it out, I still think. But moving on from that, we have the opening game. What did you think?
Oh, that was. I thought it was going to be rubbish, absolute rubbish.
Me
To be
too. I
honest,
was surprised.
but it was actually a good game just because of the 5 goals.
Yeah, I know. Unbelievable.
Some nice goals, like Cherisev when he came on after the injury. He won the game for them.
What about that
you know?
free kick by Golovin at the
Yeah,
end?
as
Unbelievable.
well.
Very talented for a young midfielder. He'll be hot property
Very
for
talented.
the transfer window.
Another talented youngster, Lozano for Mexico.
Yeah.
He played the game of his life
Unbelievable.
yesterday.
Please tell us what happened.
Oh, he was just running everywhere. You know, a lot of shots on goal, and you know he scored one.
And what was the final score of that game?
1-0. The only goal scorer of that game.
Unbelievable. Germany losing to Mexico.
Yeah,
Like, this
well,
World
they were
Cup's
doing
out
the
of
same
control.
sort of thing. They were looking for Muller
Yeah.
a lot. Just give the ball to Muller, give the ball to Muller.
And didn't eventuate, did it?
And not really. When Brandt came on, he looked, even though it was really late, what was it, 3 minutes to go? You know, if they brought him on a lot earlier, he looked very dangerous on that wing. You know, Royce, not really.
He's out of
He came on, didn't really, impress, I would say.
I agree.
Same as Draxler. I think they should start Brandt next game.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree.
he looked a lot livelier than the others. Gomez
they're a bit
is
stale.
utter rubbish.
Oh, yeah. He's way
He
past
he could have drew the game. He had a clear header, hit his number on the back instead of himself.
That sums it up.
But what's next?
Well, we've got the Brazil-Switzerland game, which was unreal.
Yes.
I mean, ended in a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, that goal from Coutinho.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Who thought, like seriously, we're watching the game live, right? Who thinks that Switzerland's going to fire one back in and hold them for a point after that?
Well, Switzerland is a top 6 team. They're ranked 6th.
I know, and they proved their worth.
So, you know, they're not just another...
Easy beat.
Yeah, that's right. They're not like a Panama or someone like that. No offense to any Panama fans out there.
Yeah.
But, you know, Switzerland is a quality side, and I couldn't believe that they're ranked 6th, but they are.
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, good effort with the coach there, Vladimir Petkovic, getting his side in order. The defensive work of Switzerland was fantastic.
And Sommer was on fire as well in goal. He played
100%.
really well.
Yeah, so good unit there. I mean, who knows? I mean, after all these results, how do you think, like...
There's been a lot of shock results.
This is unreal,
It's only day 5?
Yeah.
You know, and it's crazy. Anyone can win.
Yeah, who knows
You know?
what awaits?
What happens? Does Germany, do you think they recover?
Germany, look, all teams' first games, you can never judge it. You know,
That's
you
right,
wait. Now, match day 2.
Yeah.
So
they're the third in a row to lose their opening game
That's right.
after they've won the World
and
Cup.
about Germany, in 1980, well, in the 80s, one of the World Cups in the 80s, I know for a fact that they lost their opening game to a team that was average. I can't remember which nation, but they went on that year to make the final.
Wow.
So if that's a statistic for you there, doesn't mean nothing match day 1.
I think it was Portugal won the Euros in 2016.
Yeah.
What was their first match result? 1-1 Iceland.
That's right, 1-1 against
Does
Iceland.
that mean Argentina's, on the way?
I know, who knows? I mean, there's some weird conspiracy, some weird stats happening, some trends.
A lot of these numbers, come around and mean something, but who knows? We'll see.
We'll see what happens. Moving on from that, we have, I thought it was a pretty interesting game.
Yep.
The game with Egypt and Uruguay.
Yes,
so,
very good. Very good game to watch.
Yeah, Egypt did very well with no Mo Salah.
They look dangerous, but I think, Uruguay is just coming into their stride.
It was a 90th minute goal almost for Uruguay. So
but they were dominant the whole time.
Yeah.
Just couldn't get it through. I think they're just building up and
what about Iran?
Iran, yeah.
Iran winning against Morocco. Does that throw them into the equation for Spain and Portugal?
I don't even like to think about those teams. They're just there to fill the numbers.
You reckon?
Yeah.
So currently,
not even worth a thought.
So Iran's on top of the group at the moment.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter. that's the only game they're going to win.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, bet your house on that.
If I had one.
Yeah.
No. And finally, Nick, before we go, look, Australia-Denmark coming up. What do you reckon we can expect from the Socceroos? Can we do this?
As we said earlier, I think they need to show a lot more attacking.
Do you think they're going to go
sit back? They, against France, they just sat back and played on the counter. I don't think they can do that for another 90 minutes.
Well, look, let's be honest.
Against Denmark,
we watched the Peru-Denmark game. Now, Denmark were very, very. They got a goal against the flow of the game. Basically, Peru dominated them. So, can we dominate Denmark and go attacking? Do you think we'll go attacking?
We have to do that.
We have to. Do you think a draw is going to be enough in that game?
No, I think we need
to win.
We'll have to win our next two games. We should aim to win our next two games.
Yeah.
Denmark obviously will be a lot harder to beat than Peru. But a draw. We
might still be able to get in with a draw because
we might. If we get a draw
with Denmark and beat Peru,
depends. Then it comes down to goal difference and things like that.
To
be safe, we should win both games.
Fingers crossed. Look, what's your prediction? What do you actually think, though? What's your gut feeling?
I reckon Australia 1-0.
You reckon Australia 1-0?
1-0.
You know what? I reckon the Aussies 3-1. I reckon 3-1. Australia will go on the counter. They'll put Arzani on and they'll try as much as they can.
I think you should start the next game.
I agree.
Cruz was poor.
Oh yeah,
he didn't do much.
He was a bit too slow down that wing. With Arzani there waiting.
We need that
wings.
pace.
And skill. He's got speed. Skill. Yeah. Daniel Arzani has skill.
When he came on, he was exciting. Just
straight
those
away.
Back, those
he nutmegged Pogba. Did you see?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He's a great talent, and he should be played. I think Naboo up front, doesn't do it for me.
Put
Juric there, put Cahill there.
No, he was playing as the lone striker. He's doing all the running. They were really set up defensively.
Yeah.
Naboo is not a defensive player. He's an attacker. I reckon Arzani, Naboo up front, and we have 3 goals coming in the next game.
I think if they have Juric, a big man up there, to hold up the ball, pass it, just how France did when Giroud came on.
Right.
Freed up Pogba a bit, which led, to that goal, which isn't his goal anymore.
Yeah.
But, which led to it because it freed him up. He held up the ball, allowed him to pass, run up. So I think, that's a good strategy for Australia as well. Yep. Put Juric up there.
And do you think, finally, before we go, do you think there's any upsets coming before we record our next episode next week? In that time?
Definitely, I think Australia winning would be classified as an upset just because we're not as ranked highly as Denmark. But, that's one. And maybe even Sweden doing something against Germany.
Really? Okay. Well, look, I think the upset's going to be Iran against Spain. I don't know why, but I've got a feeling that Spain are going to fumble against Iran.
What about Croatia and Argentina?
Massive game. I don't know which way. Yeah. I don't know which way to swing in that one.
Too bad it's at 4 a.m. Unfortunately, here in Australia.
We'll be catching our Z's.
Yeah. I'll be watching that game, definitely. Big game.
I'm sure you will, Nick.
Messi's got to redeem himself.
Does Messi redeem himself or does he fumble even more?
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
Big game, and then you got Portugal against Morocco. Does Ronaldo do another hat-trick?
Who knows? I mean, it's Morocco. They're really average, so they're the easy beats of that group.
What an exciting time, having the World Cup here. It's great. It's good to be on holidays as well and being able to watch it.
That's it. I feel like
one thing we didn't mention: the 2026 World Cup got announced during the week as well. It's going to be hosted by USA, Canada, and Mexico.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
First time Canada will be in the World Cup.
Yeah.
But it should be good, Should be exciting times,
I know, it's great. It's great for world football. And how many teams in that World Cup?
Yeah, there'll be 48 for the first time ever, whereas there's 32 now. So more teams can qualify.
That's going to be good for the likes of Italy, Holland and Chile this time.
Yeah. And that's it for today, folks.
However, Nick, please tell us about some exciting rumours we've got here for our podcast.
During the week, we might let some information slip about our next special guest. We had Archie Thompson on last week's episode.
Unbelievable guest, again.
We've got a special guest most likely on next week's episode. So just tune in to our Instagram at Coach Killers Podcast, same as Facebook at Coach Killers Podcast.
Yep, we're on SoundCloud,
at
iTunes.
Coach Killers Podcast.
Yep.
We're everywhere.
That's it. We are. We're available everywhere on every platform.
That's right. And just finally, we're going to put up a post on Instagram after this episode goes live.
Yep.
Leave us any comments, any topics you want us to discuss or anything like that. You can also DM us as well if you like.
Yeah, that's it, people.
We're more than happy to respond.
Yeah, and we'll be listening to your comments now on our Instagram
And just keep a
page.
look out for the special news we got out for our special guest
And
next
that'll
week.
be coming on Instagram, people, so don't forget.
Until next week, everybody.
Yeah, guys, have a good week and enjoy the World Cup, please.
Yep, some big games coming up.
Yep.
And we'll review them, or most of them, in episode 5 next week.
Yep.
Have
Thanks,
a good
guys.
one.